For thousands of years, humans looked at birds and asked one impossible question. What if we could fly? Not fall, not glide, but truly fly. This is the story of how a dream that lived in myths and sketches turned into machines that carried humans into the sky and changed the world forever. Long before engines and airplanes, the idea of flight lived in imagination. Ancient myths told stories of people with wings, sky chariots, and flying gods. But the first serious scientific thinking came from observers who studied birds. One of the earliest known thinkers was Leonardo da Vinci in the 1400s. He sketched detailed flying machines with flapping wings and rotating blades. None of them flew, but his designs proved something important. Flight could be studied, measured, and engineered. For centuries after, inventors experimented with gliders, wing-shaped machines designed to ride the air. Most attempts failed, and many pioneers were injured or killed. Still, each test revealed new knowledge about lift, drag, and balance. The key discovery was this: wings don't need to flap like birds. They need the right shape and angle to generate lift as air passes over them. By the late 1800s, engineers began combining three critical elements: wings for lift, engines for thrust, and control systems for steering. The biggest breakthrough came from two bicycle makers from Ohio, Orville and Wilbur Wright. Instead of just building and hoping, they tested hundreds of wing shapes in wind tunnels and carefully studied airflow. They treated flight as a science, not a guess. In 1903, at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, their powered aircraft lifted off the ground and stayed in the air for 12 seconds. It sounds small, but it was the first controlled, powered, heavier-than-air human flight in history. In that moment, humanity officially left the ground by design, not by luck. What made aircraft possible wasn't just invention, it was persistence and method. Failures were recorded, measured, improved, and tested again. Within decades, airplanes went from fragile wooden cloth frames to metal machines crossing oceans. Flight moved from dream to experiment to industry. Today, millions fly every day, but it all began with a simple human habit: watching birds and refusing to believe the sky was out of reach. If you want more powerful history stories about world-changing inventions and the people who turned impossible ideas into reality, follow and stay with me, because the next breakthrough story is already waiting above the horizon.